individually, obviously, but not exactly a team either. They were able to pull away with that. But Paladin, we're going to be saying goodbye to you as we do look to enter that first map of Ancient, and we look to maybe see if this will be Lag 2-0 stomp, or if Mythic have a little bit of life left to breathe into. But thank you, Paladin.
Enjoy, boys.
And well, oh well, here we are once again. We're finally into the series after a little bit of delay. It's Lag in Mythic about to face on off. Of course, we got Lag there on the T side, Mythic on the CT side to get us rolling. And without further ado, Tony, what do we got in store for us today?
A B-side pistol for Lag. Walking it up. Silent as possible. Nobody to be spotting from the CTs just yet. Utility onto the belt, soon to be pulled and let on through as Freakazoid does sit idly by inside of the cave. It's only he, with the rest playing a much deeper stance both towards A and towards B. They're going to be awaiting that initial drop of smokes to be made before making their move. As it's damage inflicted through the smoke, it's based on the receiving end, and Freakazoid now caught between them.
And the initial shots start to fly. We see Freak go ahead and find out one. Nick X there for one as well. Trades it down into a 4v4, keeping it nice and even as we go into the post blinds. Now as they advance forward, Cooper looking to play aggravatedly. Looks to get himself an opener, but won't be able to do it just yet. Taps the bomb. His teammates advancing forward as well. He goes ahead and looks for the fight over here towards Brent. We see Flom and Cooper find out frags. OG Wizard does get out one, but now he's all alone and dealt with. And just like that, we'll see Mythic go ahead and get us rolling out nicely for themselves and put themselves 1-0.
Good work on them to flood back into this site as quick as you'd like. They isolate the duels without much connection from Lag to be had, and the CT's off to a swimming beginning. Bomb plant allowing the guns back for Lag. Nevertheless, though, they are going to look to bite back, as the Galil for OG Wizard already had been invested upon with the SMGs onto the rest and utility to boot. It's going to be him, I guess, who's going to be leading in a brunt of the beginning aim duels. Not exactly the number of rifles that you would want in a situation such as this, but a plan put in place still, so it seems, as they walk it up through that Molotov at the ramp side, actually. It's going to be caught a little bit off guard, at least having a teammate at the pillar to help out. No deaths yet to be sustained by the CTs as they handle it well, and even upgrading to a better weapon is Freakazoid before the rest can get up.
Man, that is a very, very quick round so far here for Mythic, able to just go ahead and really knock things together. Experative, along with Nick, the last two men standing. They're just teasing away, trying to see if there's any fights to be had. And well, as they just go ahead and start to play their way up, it looks like we'll see Mythic get a little bit aggro, trying to find this initial, final fight, rather. Well, Nick's just hanging out. Looking for one. No one in the back line to be found. Truck Lover still teasing away as well. They're biding their time, but I mean, I'm not sure what Lag want to attempt here.
And Nix doesn't even realize how close he is. He's gotten eventually spotted, but even still, it's really the T's who are locked in with them. But a little bit wide there goes Truck Lover, not probably aware of the player with the MAC-10 in the same position. Round done. Quick cleanup, 4K from Freakazoid as he gets his weapon as a trophy. Nice couple of bucks made from the MP9s, it has to be said, though, and they're still going to be going into a bonus round here.
Yep. Gonna be sitting really comfortably in their economy here for the time being. Of course, Lag, they're stuck down on Tech 9s, and maybe they go for a little bit of a pop-out, maybe rush it through a main, and just try and get out and decide to get plant, have that extra cash to use into the next. Because, I mean, they invested quite a bit into this round. There's players down to 1050, which I think is a little bit heavy-handed. But we'll have to see how it ultimately goes. And yeah, no, they're just rushing up over here towards B, actually. So they're going to go ahead and hit this once again. Shots ring through Hates and Flum. Go ahead and deny. Freakazoid good for one. We do see Nick X grab out a kill for himself. We see Experative grab himself one as well, but they're both incredibly low. And I mean, unfortunately, I think Bomb Plant's going to be disallowed. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, no, they actually get it down into a post plant. Rifle picked up.
They're both so low, though. I don't really give them any sort of chance into this one, even so. It would have to be an instantaneous frag, and with the MP9 in close range, maybe a couple of shots to ring off. But Nick's now actually stuck inside of the smoke, looking to make the play and dupe the T's, or CTs, rather, as they've gone in. Mythic, back turn, eventually allowed information enough from the shots being fired out. Oh, what the? Okay, Cooper hitting a little bit of movement there after winning out the round.
Yep, just jumping around, having a good time. I mean, who can blame him? Nice little 3-0. You're all
Life
sitting
of a
very
streamer.
comfortably. Life of a streamer. I mean, come on now. It's a good look there. Hey, able to get down the bomb, get themselves a couple of extra kills, take away rifles, force Mythic into a couple of buys, and a technical OG wizard out of the server. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What do you think they need to do here into their first rifle round to go ahead and claim up a first for themselves? So they're on the lag side. What do you think they need to go ahead and accomplish?
Mid control.
Yeah.
They'll have an op if they want it. They're probably not going to go for that, though. Probably going to 5 rifle it out, so... Yeah, I mean, Ancient's literally just a game of push and pull. It's just trying to claim space, and once you lose it back, you gotta fight once again later on. It's really just gonna come down to how much utility they want to dedicate to one side of the map or the other, whether it be mid or top B shelf, or the both of them in connection.
Yeah.
And I guess we have a lot to see even still about Mythic and how they're going to opt to take that space. So this round's going to be a pretty good one to watch in terms of what we can come to expect for the remainder of the half and maybe even the game, depending on the flip-flop for CT lag.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this is going to be the
expect them
tone
to
setter.
be drilled.
Yeah. This is the tone setter of a round, and it should be fun. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Exciting round ahead of us. That is a nice emerald knife, by the way. And Nick X hand.
That's before the gray out
I
fades
know.
away.
Let's see. Is there anything in the logs about how long or what's going on with OG? Minute or two. We're chilling.
Should just be coming right on back if he just timed out maybe a restart of the game real fast. Shouldn't be crazy.
I was crazy once. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. We're not doing that here.
Thank God. So old.
I'm joking.
Over
I'm
it.
older than you. Come on now, Tony.
How old are you, Nugate?
I'm 24. Turned 25.
Yeah.
Aren't you
Old
like 22?
bastard. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
22. Going on 23.
So-
It's old. 23 is old.
Yeah. It's old
What-
for esports. We're like dinosaurs.
Do you feel old?
For esports, I do sometimes.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel old personally. I feel pretty
I feel-
young
I
even
think
still.
I think I feel like in esports, like middle-aged.
I'm at my peak right now personally. I'm at my prime.
Are you?
I am.
Oh man, I wish you had the elo to reflect it. I'm joking.
It's only going up.
Tony.
We're only going up. The 2.1k is close.
I suppose off season's coming up, so you'll be grinding up some face it pugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not actually, to be honest with you.
No?
No, my
Nah.
computer can't support that. I'm gonna need a couple more CCT paychecks before that.
I feel it. I feel it. Oh man. But hopefully we're back underway here. And so, since we are biding our time just slowly and slightly, I don't know if we're allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it. Chat, I hope you guys are doing well today. Where are you guys all from? Do we got like an EU DGen chat going on right now? You guys up at like 3 a.m.? Or are you guys like NA? That's the question. We got NA chat or EU DGen chat?
I'm American,
Well, I know you are.
but what am I?
I don't know. You're like, what? You're from Alabama? I'm joking.
Yeah. How'd you know? Lucky guess.
Lucky guess.
I should cast with a twang at some point and see how that
Oh,
goes.
God. I have two,
See if anybody would know.
Well, I mean, we're both from the south. We could go ahead and put on a nice little twang. Oh, we got OG Wizard back in the server. Look at that.
Okie dokie, there he is.
There he is.
Man, the myth. He's got the op. He is going to be going for it, actually, without any head armor. That's an interesting call to make.
I mean, I like the attempt. I think that it could pay out well, especially if they're playing for the mid control. That is also pivotal. So, I mean, let's see. Let's see how they do it. Alrighty. Back underway we go. This is the full rifle round. This is the one that's going to be the tone setter. Let's see which way this goes.
Nice smoke. Early extinguisher the Molotov. You could see that there was another smoke actually missed. I'm not sure where it was intended to land. Maybe just at shelf in general, but it's not going to hit the mark, and that's going to be a problem for whoever let that one loose, because it's going to be the T's or the CTs then left to use another in order to remedy that. As they have stuck a player up inside of A main, it is going to be Cooper just locking it down as OG Wizard tries to spot for the aggression. Nothing to come through, not yet. Instead, post up ready and waiting now, Mythic, and still pretty frontal positioning across mid just the same, with Flom and Truck Lover in tandem looking for the info.
Just going ahead and trying to see if there's any initial picks that can be made. They've got some good control mid. There's a player fighting still. Ooh, Truck Lover threw the smoke onto OG Wizard. That's brutal. Cooper able to follow it up. Flom gets one. We do see Base get himself a quick frag out as well. Leave it all down to him. An experative to the last 2 men standing. Well, there we go. Able to go ahead and at least bring it down to a 2v3. One's incredibly low. Base 70 HP is going to need to be that heavy hitter. He's going ahead playing slowly through the back, though. See Truck Lover making his way up, looking for this engagement. So far, not able to find anything. There it is. Gets the info. Ooh, gets dinked out. All the way down to 23, but Experative's last man staying. Finds one out with the HE. Now looks for another, but won't be able to do it. Hate finishes it off. And that is super unfortunate for Lag. That's a round they really needed to win.
Yeah, I got a little bit closer than you probably would have expected, considering it was a 4v2 from that. If maybe the kill from the Donut player had come through to be able to make that one a 1v1 for Experative, there would have been room for him to maneuver back into CT spawn, perhaps even, and catch a timing onto the reposition, but not quite. Truck Lover through that mid-smoke finding that kill is going to be ever important to them, and Flom going down with one of his own as well. On top of it, CT's just managing to find their ones at every given turn. Catching the drop onto the player at the side of Donut. There's nothing really Experative can do when he's locked at the box like that, and utility raining on top and bodies behind it. 4-0. Buyback, 800 bucks from the bomb planted now.
Yeah.
Cooper's got that off.
Incredibly important round coming through, and man, the damage just so high. We're going to see Flom just go ahead and execute players left and right. Able to find out two. We do see him traded out. Truck Lover finds out Nick X, though, leaving it all down to Based and Nick's last 2 men standing here in a 2v4. And they have no control of anything. But actually, look at that. Based able to go ahead, sneak out a frag, finds out Hate, leaves it down into a 2v3, and we're back in the realm of possibility. And Based really brings it in. And look at that. Able to find out Cooper as well. Leaves it down to Truck Lover. Freakazoid. Freakazoid is red like a buck. And just like that, it's hauled down to Truck. I think we're seeing a first round on the board here. I think it's possible.
Yeah, Nick's just going to be waiting for Based.
Yeah. Ooh, I like what Truck's done here. Gone ahead, just played his way up here in the cave, takes first fight, but ooh, Based, man, hero of the round. Able to go ahead and find himself out 3 there.
Walks it right into Cooper's scope even, and Cooper not able to hit a flick like that. He's double zoomed up close. He's never going to be able to adjust onto that one, but the headshot from Based being as quick as it was is going to be the more impressive of the two.
Yeah, no, Based just was able to go ahead and just run through it. Finds out Hate there, makes his way forward. Finds out Cooper. That's a crazy shot. And then finds out the final as well there in cave. I mean, it's beautifully done by him. He's got... we're going to need to see a lot more of that, though, if they're going to win this one out. Right now, they're looking just a little bit weak here on their T side. We need to see Base just keep it up.
It's their second round with the OG Wizard up now. He was killed in the beginning of the round that he had it previous. So this is a little bit of a different story than what we had seen previous. His Base keeps it going. Head removed. Freakazoid down 2 on B. Even so, make it 3 as Hate is down. In more ways than one, literally, as his body hits the floor and Flom looking to join his brother at the bottom side of the ramp, lay limp. Cooper now look to do it all. If they want to make their way into B, they'll have to get through him, but they're going to pause for the moment as they have an A lurk through already. It's clear.
No, they've already got all that information. They're not rotating off of it just yet, though, which is surprising. I'm surprised they haven't gone ahead, just started to make their way there. Bomb's still there at back doors, and oh, I think they're baiting them away. Look at this. We're going to see him actually come in here into CT to look to try and take this fight here. We're going to see, as soon as he gets information, them go ahead and try and capitalize. Of course, they don't know about Truck Lover, who's just hanging out over in the orange room. Oh, there's the info. They know where the last is. So they're going to go ahead. They'll see Nick's fall, but they're able to take the site effectively.
Truck Lover actually wants to give a look into this one, and they're all relatively low. I think that there's a world that if he blew that smoke open and gone through it, he might have been able to get a quick duel with all of his HP still intact, but not quite. Not going to be going for that one instead. AK-47, util, and body armor, and helmet to go along with it. Much more valuable to him as they lose out onto that round. He can't buy anything into the next as their loss bonus builds. He'll have to at least make sure that he can do some damage into the following as Lag only hit 2 to the 4 of Mythic, so it's not that far out. Even so, if they have a buffer that they can utilize in order to get their money back and continue this lead forwards.
We're at least going to be seeing a 4-3 scoreline. I mean, that's best case scenario here for Lag anyways. If they can go ahead and put themselves up 4-4, tie things up by the 8th, that's a really, really strong look. It was looking like Mythic could have been able to run away with things before that tech pause came through, and now we've seen things start to put it in a bit more of a rough situation.
Experative went up with the bomb. Thank you, production. He was smiling a little bit at the end of the round there, like, damn, dude, bomb radius hits me that far? We've all had those moments. I've had those moments more than I'd like to admit.
Yeah, I've had those moments with the bomb radius more since CS2 came out. Like, in CSGO, I didn't have much issues, but now...
Well, yeah.
Like, I get hit, like, get hit in banana if I'm playing Inferno. It's like, man... Oh, Lord, let's see. Got ourselves a good little rifle round up, and Base is able to go ahead and find out the first. That's Freak, of course. Player to be wary of is going to be Truck Lover. If there's a player to go ahead and upset this round, it is him. Well.
Yeah, this is going to be now... Did you see? Based is around to get his kills, as is per usual. And Experative even dying with the bomb in the last round might have been a blessing in disguise as they win out, get that cash, in addition to the money made by the MAC-10 farming it up.
Alrighty, well, we're back underway. Of course, it is 4-3. A nice little lead was developed there early on by Mythic, but of course, it all fell apart. Now we're going to be looking to see if Lag can go ahead and get this tie.
As a world, I mean, I would honestly even lean in their direction right now, seeing what little utility that they have. Mythic and Freakazoid, not aware of the timing that they could have made their way up with, is actually going to take significant damage, thankfully with a teammate behind to be able to finish the job, but everybody else is falling around them as you see Truck Lover and Flom ejected from the round on the opposite ends. It's Mid that's been absolutely decimated, and Hate, I mean, he's only just dancing between the site and playing with the idea of maybe going back into it, but he's peeled out and bombs down. Cooper has it. Wait a minute.
Man, so far, things been traded out decently evenly. Mythic, they're still not completely in favor just yet, but they could be able to go ahead. Make their way up into it. And, ooh, Nick X. Let's see. I think he's going to catch out Cooper here. Cooper, he's not aware that the player's in his back line. I mean, we're down into this 3v2. They're clearing the site. We'll see Base. That's so unfortunate. He needs to win that. Of course, we do see Cooper fall away. Hate goes ahead, puts down a bit of utility. That's going to stall things out. Bomb's been picked up. It's heading over there towards A. They know the last player was over there in Banana, so they're capitalizing on that to go ahead and play for the rotate. He's going to go ahead and rotate as well, though. Look at this. He's going to be hurt, I think. I don't know if Nick's hurt him, but I think he could have. Yeah, he knows. Puts down Molotov. Bomb behind. It's safe, and now we're going to see Hate have to play into the retake. Oh, they have no idea he was this quick.
No, I don't think they do, and it's going to be great for him to be able to slip up and just perhaps separate these players far enough to where when he taps onto the bomb, one of the two is going to have to fight sooner, and you're going to have to hope that it's the high HP player who goes down first, because he's not going to be there in time. But when he does turn, finds him at the right moment to find a hat trick, despite being at 51. Another kill secured and the tie now made on their map pick. Lag definitely not wanting to let this one slip to a Mythic. That we didn't give that much in the way of possibilities for them to waltz into this map with a win.
Well, there we go. That was a very scary round when it came down to it out of Mythic. I thought they were going to be able to go ahead and find themselves that upset round to put 5th on the board instead of allowing the tie. But now that they're broke yet again, we're going to be looking at Lag most likely taking the lead for the first time here into this map. It's a good luck for them. Of course, they've still got a bit of a ways to go before everything is done and confirmed. To try and win out this half for themselves, they need to get up towards 7. Well, so we get it going once again. Should be a swift round. There's only an MP9 really out on the field. A couple of upgrade pistols, 5.7 Steaks, P250. I mean, this should be swift.
Operative word being should, yeah. I've seen 5.7s make mincemeat out of T-side players before. Hopefully for the sake of guys over on Lag, that isn't going to be the case. That would be a shame. And cannon for Truck Lover, though, also known to be a marksman in his own right on occasion. Not this time around, though. Shot goes just over. Lands at the shoulder of OG Wizard, not removing faceplate. It will be a bomb plant round 1, almost secure before they even have a chance to get close enough to the site as one player is put down. At the very least, it's Based who's let loose, so maybe economic damage to follow, but no.
Yeah, nothing really to be done here. Take away one rifle is a good look. I would love if Cooper was able to retreat back with that AK. Of course, it's just not allowed. So really, it's all down to Freakazoid. He could be able to go ahead and reclaim up that AK. Have to find a frag to finish it though, but unfortunately, just not going to be the case. Explorative able to go ahead, finish things off. That's Lag, putting themselves up to 5th, and they take the lead for the first time.
It's good stuff. They're going to be pretty happy with themselves getting to this point following what was a pretty nice lead, a demanding one for Mythic. Where I'm sure that they were starting to feel themselves and really get rolling into this game. Now they've been denied of that opportunity, at least for now.
No, it has been denied, at least for the time being. We'll see them starting to edge their way along, looking for this initial engagement, of course, Based. Ooh. Timing there. Just a little bit out of his favor. We see Tax go fairly even there. B lane, but man, never mind. Base able to catch Freakazoid with an HE out. Gets the initial pick, leaves it down to a 5v4. Of course, we do see Hate trying to sneak his way up, playing over here towards the box to ramp. He's going to still look to go ahead and challenge. Goes ahead, clears. Just a little bit off there, Based. So get the timing. Tries for the fight, not able to find it. Drops an HE. Of course, no damage to come off of it.
Trying now to just feign some utility over into the A site, but Cooper and Hate will still be 2 players left to defend B, as actually Cooper's been fallen. Thought he would have had a little bit more to say about that one as he's put down with absolute swiftness. Both players lost without a kill, and that's going to be a real pain. I think Hate had one in the site in general, but not enough onto the hold to leave them any room to retake from. Flom and Truck Lover then locked in place, expecting the possibility of somebody to at least walk in through front side of A main or through Donut will never come. It's pipe dream, and they're lucky to even leave this round with their guns. Truck Lover shot in the side of the head and the scalp claimed, and Flom last one left.
Yep, Flom 1v4. Not much to be done here. Most likely he'll just be dealt with. He's looking for an exit. Actually, I don't think they'll push that far. I think they'll just go ahead and sit in this back corner. But if Nick X gets caught there, that could be scary. Losing that AWP factor would be brutal. Regardless, bomb will go off. That will be a 6th on the board. Now they're going to be looking for one more to try and put themselves at a half conversion and win it out for themselves.
They ain't getting anything out of this one. Not yet, they haven't. They've been trying their damnedest, but...
They certainly are. Of course, we got MP9s out on the field. Hate and Cooper. Gonna be looking to hold on to those. You got Flom on the A1S and a couple of upgrade pistols as well. We're going to see some very quick play coming out of Lag, though. Getting themselves here in the B lane. Of course, Freakazoid's looking to go ahead and trying to counter it. We'll see Flom find the first. Freakazoid takes a fight. Oh, not gonna win it out, but Cooper certainly does. And just like that, early control is had. It was a brutal fight there for B lane, but we'll see it circumnavigated, at least for the time being. Experative along with OG Wizard starting to make their way up. Experative able to find out one, runs out of ammo. And just like that, it's down to hit OG Wizard and Nyx as the last two men standing here into a 2v3. I mean, it's doable. We're in the realm of possibility, but it's incredibly scary as Nyx is now all alone.
Yeah, he's just hoping he's going to be able to find something with this minute and 5 in the way of positioning, trying to get closer and closer to them. And as he does, they are separated enough to where he might be able to keep them apart and distance far enough to find these duels one at a time. Player inside of Cave, actually, who dinks him through the tarp, and not even having spotted Flom eating all that damage is going to be a pain in the rear, as Truck Lover wanted to be his first target. Head seen at the bottom side of mid. Not allowed to keep that one in cleanly against the pistol as the AKs are retrieved. And this last round of the half leaves Mythic with much more to fight with. And Lag with a whole hell of a lot to fight for on their T side, obviously. The less favorite of the two for Mythic, at least in their eyes.
Well, here we go. Do we see the tie? The tie is what Mythic won here. I mean, coming off of this into a 6-6 half is a decent look. We'll see if Fly can go ahead and use their CT side to go ahead and shut things down coming up into the future, though. But it's a decent rifle round out of both squads. Early B lane control being taken up here. We don't see Mythic vibing for that mid control here for the time being, but decent damage going both ways. We do see Hate find out one through the smoke. That's Experative being eliminated, leaving it down to a 5v4. Meta advantage going the way of Mythic. We will see Nyx get himself up rather far. Look at this, and ooh, edge of the smoke. Hate gonna be able to find him. Flom follows it up, and man, Lag picked apart piece by piece. Leaves it all down to base and Nick X, and not much to do anymore.
To say the least, this is not what they were looking in terms of a conversion to be able to find. Scuffle together. Only a single kill so far, and that might just be the story for the rest of the round as well.
Yeah.
Lag being tested, I will say, this is a much closer one than we were anticipating in the beginning, seeing the last time these two teams had locked horns, it was going to be this many rounds that Mythic had claimed in general over the course of it, and this is going to be them now looking to not only exceed that, but hopefully for their sake, take it across into a map win, a victory on their opponent's pick in the best of 3 to keep them alive.
Well, there we go. So far, so good for both these squads, actually. I mean, this isn't a terrible spot to be if you are on the side of Lag. 6-6 there on the T side, now coming into your CT side on your map pick. They should be able to go ahead and try and pull things together. Now, the question is, how do we see it start to roll off the back of this pistol? This pistol round is going to be incredibly important. We do see some dualies making an appearance there for OG Wizard. Of course, USPS is there for the rest. Glocks there for Mythic. Little bit of util coming out of Hate to play for an execute. And well, let's see what they do here. How do they play this?
Going to be a similar round that we had seen from Lag's pistol round over onto the previous, only difference being now it's less utility, actually, held by Hate, a molly and a smoke, and that's it. No flashes to blind. It's going to be bodies built up into cave side, and Cooper at the bottom of mid, clearing it out. Nobody home. It is going to be just a heads-up aim duels they're looking to collect upon, and they might just get them as they're forcing their way in and through. Luckily for them, nobody with the way of dual Berettas inside of cave this time around, up close and personal. It is going to be the tight stack. And actually playing over towards long and short side more than anything else with only one stuck up in it, it's Nyx.
Well, as we see them start to fire things on out, Freakazoid able to find out the first. That's OG Wizard being followed up with by Based there into the grave. We do see Experative go ahead and find himself a frag, but man, Nyx just caught on out, leaves it all down to the other Nyx of Nick X. And well, as we see him making his way up, it's a 1v2, just playing quickly and quietly. Ooh, unfortunately, doesn't spot out the player there at the edge of the smoke. Truck Lover does, though. We'll see Mythic go ahead and put themselves up at another round. That's a 7th and a conversion for themselves. But now the question is, how far can they take it?
The count simply doesn't look to stop. Mythic getting everything that they want, more. A player head turn inside of the site, even allowing his teammates to take the first points of contact. Won't be able to even spot them as they flood in. Major oversight for him.
Well, see a bit of util being tossed on out. We'll see Flom playing really quickly. And yeah, they're just looking to go ahead and grind up another round. This is just USPS's. Zeus!
Nice.
Love it. Mac 10 tries to get a little bit of work done, won't be able to do it. I respect the Zeus kill, man. It's a good luck. We gotta see more of those. Gotta see more of those.
Make a little bit of money with it now, too. No reason really not to. It's a lot of fun. Good on him. I'm with it.
Well, there we go. Not much to do. It looks like Nick X, along with Experative, don't want to give away frags here for the time being. And you know, I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised here into this matchup. Do you know which player surprised me right now from the lag side? Nyx. Not Nick X, but Nyx himself. He's playing not brilliantly. Sitting 4 and 10 currently. Which is
not
a
brilliantly.
surprise.
Oh, okay.
And not brilliantly. I was expecting a lot more out of him and OG Wizard. Like
in defense of OG Wizard, though, it was T side of Ancient, so I will give him the break on that one. I haven't seen the op on defense yet, and the Zeus won't bring him it. Yeah,
certainly. I mean, we're just going to be looking to see if he can go ahead and find a round here off the back of the rifles. They want to go ahead and try to bring it back within 1. Look for this tie. Of course, our economy not going to be in a brilliant place going forward if they do drop this. For the time being, lots of mid control to be had there from Mythic. Well, there we go.
Oh.
The way to do it. OG Wizard able to follow it up. We do see him give himself a nice little double. Yeah, we were just talking bad about him. He heard us. She's like, all right, guys, I'll turn up now. I'll get some frags. We see it left down to the final man of hate. He's the last man standing. 1v4. He's got himself 4 flags in the background. Maybe 4 frags to be had as well. Well, as they make their way on up. Shots ring through, and he gets double swung. Finds out 1, but there we go. Nyx is able to close it.
I saw the world for a lineup there on that spray.
Yeah, no, there's certainly
held it down. It was almost good. Haven't seen a good spray in a while. Haven't seen a good double.
No, not since CS2, to be honest.
Yeah, you see a lot. You definitely see a lot less.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. It's one of the best things about Go. Oh Lord. Well, we're back underway. Got ourselves a decent rifle round coming here for both these squads. We got AKs that were carried over. Nick X gonna need to go ahead and really pop off. They do head over here towards the A site, at least for the time being. We do see Mythic postured for it. But they could very easily just fall back. Let's play towards B or mid. Still plenty of time. Just a minute 27.
There's definitely a world where these rifles of Mythic are able to do something with that Galil even still and no op for them. But the AK-47s over into the hands of the defensive are going to be a lot better in theirs. Allowed for Mythic to walk into their lines of sights and crosshairs exposed. The AK-47's headstrap potential is going to be massive, especially if they have to play retake, which might be the case as Based and Nyx both playing deep towards the back end of the site. Smokes up and allowing Mythic now to walk in. It is going to be Nyx trying to beat it, get ahead of it. Ahead of the game, if the flashbang from a teammate can land on the mark, because there's player on both left and right side of him, there might be room for a play.
And no, Freak is in a very scary position there for Nyx when it comes down to it. Of course, Nyx just holding firm, waiting. Let's see the flash. Don't hang out in the smoke. Ooh, so unfortunate. Fades away, gets caught off. Of course, we do see Hate and Truck Lover putting out frags along with Experative. Cooper gets himself a nice little frag, leaving it all down to OG Wizard and next. Last 2 men standing. Now into the 2v3. We'll see the Molotovs go down. Freakazoid gets one. Next there for the other. And now it's down to him in a 1v2. Time is limited. Time ticking down to the bomb. As HE goes out. Ooh, able to find out the first, but not the second. So close. The spray not there. We'll say Mythic. Take another their way, and just like that, nice little lead starting to be developed, up by 2 once again.
Mythic, honestly, with a much better look than I had come to expect initially. I'm more and more impressed as time goes by with what we've seen. And they're certainly not done. Now what they've afforded themselves is good confidence, a broke lag, a CT side without money and double digits onto the horizon with a 3-round gap to play with. It's OG Wizard Sniper they're going to have to find out how they want to navigate around on a map where he can certainly get activated with decisions to be made in his own regard with the big green. But that's in time to come, as this one looks to be a little bit of a farm up for Freakazoid, who tops the board for his team, tied now with Cooper at 15.
Yeah, they're just able to go ahead and run onto the site. That makes sense here for the time being. Of course, with the pistols and the MP9s, just going to be looking for a little bit of extra damage. Well, as they just go ahead and hang out for exits. They're going to be looking to go ahead and try and grind up a little bit of extra cash base. Able to find out one. We do see Experative play a little bit too aggressive along with this team. It seems like they decided to go ahead and try and go for a little bit of something. Just not going to be the case. Now Mythic, they go ahead, put themselves up at double digits. Up by 3 currently. And now we're going to be looking to see how much farther they can take it. Can they get themselves up towards map point and take a first of the series? That would be a brutal place to be if you're lag.
Okay, did you move my box of tissues?
No.
I can't seem to find it. Sounds like something you would do.
Why would I do that? Oh,
I don't know,
gosh.
but it's really getting to me.
Yeah. Honestly, we both need them. I'll probably stole them from you. Alrighty, anyways, we're into a bit of a rifle round. Lag, they do have the AWP in the hands of OG Wizard. That is an advantage they have. Now as they go ahead and play aggressive. Ooh, Nixon Experative. That's going to shut down any aggression there in the mid. Well done. For the time being, they look a little bit lost. They're picking up a bit of util, looking to set up for an execute possibly. Maybe trying to take control mid.
Yeah, they've got to reround to one direction or another to get something working for them here. And nothing really exposing itself in the way of control. They're just going to have to try and reclaim this space late. And once they do, it might have been at the right time, because things have started to slowly but surely collapse in this direction.
Well, there we go. We see it left down to a 3v4. That advantage is starting to go the way of Mythic. Of course, we do see Lag holding decent positions. We have one in Cave. That's going to be the linchpin into this. Got to see Base come up in a big way. He's been playing excellently today. Needs to come up and do it again. Able to go ahead and find out the first. He's good for 2, not for 3 though. But he did the trick. Leaves it down into a 2v2. Nick's OG Wizard now into retake positions. We do see Nick's getting himself over towards that far lane. He is stuck on an MP9, but we do see OG Wizard fancying his way forward there with an A1S.
Freakazoid, though, he's round the corner at the perfect timing. He's gotten him in the side as OG Wizard hasn't even been able to make his way into the cave yet as the time is ticking. And there are only so many other options to where he could be playing from. Awaiting that first movement, Freakazoid can play for his life following that point, at least taking that duel and losing only half of his health with the bomb planted, I think, for Freakazoid. At least I would hope so. Is OG Wizard now has to back out and away. I don't even think he had a kit.
There we go. Another round in the books, and Mythic, they're bringing themselves closer and closer to map points. I think this tactical timeout needed to come out a little bit ago. But we'll see if they're able to go ahead and start to turn things around. I mean, this is going to be a really hard-fought battle to pull it off, too. Now, so get underway once again. Kalashnikovs are out here for Mythic. We do have the op back in the server here for OG Wizard. The rest of them are kind of on the lesser weapons, though.
This is not good. In the slightest. This is Anubis on the horizon, where of course they do decent work, lag even still, but it's not where you want to find yourself, where you should have been in the driver's seat for this one.
Yeah.
Start things off. Nuke. Deep. Should we need it? CT side start could mean the world for a team like Mythic, with the double up setup being one of the greatest probably in the entirety of the CCT playoff bracket side, as there is still one left over towards long. Won't be able to get activated into it. Flom's so close and he never even knew. And OG Wizard now can only attempt at closing some frags with the sniper in close range, but he's burnt through and they have to save again. 12 for Mythic. Map point. And we look like things might actually just collapse in on them until we head to Anubis.
Man, this is a bit of a shame. I did not expect this out of lag. I was fully expecting to go ahead and take this their way. I didn't think it was going to be easily done. But right now, it's looking to be the opposite. A very hard-fought battle, but Mythic, they're looking at 12 map points. I mean, what do you do here now if you're lag? You go ahead, you don't have some of these players connecting up all the shots that they need. OG Wizard starting to look good on his up, finally. Cooper, uh-oh. Okay, I thought he might be able to catch him out. Timing's no good for it. OG gets a third, but now we're going to be looking to see if he can go ahead and find out 3 into a round that they can actually win. They have to go out and get themselves a bit of a flawless run of rounds going. So, I mean, if they don't, that's what we're going to see Mythic go ahead and take it. 1 round needed.
Very quickly looking like bye-bye map number 1, man.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. And as they make their way on up, here we go. Mythic, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looking to play over here towards B. This is where they had a lot of success. Of course, OG Wizard able to go ahead and connect up there for the first shot through the smoke. We see Nyx follow it up. Or Nick X, rather. Nyx goes ahead, plays for a swing. Oof, not gonna win his fight. Gets eliminated out. Of course, Flom is low, but his hate falls away. It's all down to Cooper and Flom. Now Flom is last man standing. 1v4. That's gonna be all she wrote, but hey, finds out the opera at least. But at 25 HP, gets a bit of info. Picks up the op. Still smoke. There's no way, right? No. Okay, good. I was concerned for a very slight minute there.
Yeah, that had me worried as well, I have to say. I'm not usually one who gives in to those moments of clutch, but the HP definitely did favor the possibility for Flom. I've seen crazier clutches. Seen worlds where those do eventually materialize, but not this time. Not this world, buddy.
Well,
much better look from lag, must be said, though, in those moments.
Oh, yeah. They're starting to look like what we expected, I'll be honest. Now, as we get underway, Mythic, they're going back for this B site once again. I'm surprised they're attempting this. Make their way up. Base, realizing his mistake, gets tagged on down, backs off. They're playing retake now. Get 5v5, good damage done to all these players. Nick X, though, there we go. Able to go ahead, double it up. Next finds out 1 as well. We do see Freak get himself a trade before he falls, leaving it all down to Flom. And from in there, I was a little bit concerned. They didn't get planked down in time there on the Mythic side. We saw Nick X really being the hero there to close that round out into a 9th. I mean, just like that, we're within 3, and 12-9. That's a scary scoreline if you're Mythic.
Yeah, you can feel them breathing down their necks a little bit now here with no bomb planted. Their money isn't exactly where they need it to be in order to answer back, so they are going to be giving up just a little bit more over to lag. And they're probably not going to be all too worried about it. They know they'll have 1 really heavy gun round even still before they force overtime. So I certainly have my doubts that lag make the full comeback. I still think that can't count them out of the question, especially now that they've finally started to Give themselves that little bit of a boost, a little bit more oomph that we were hoping a few moments ago that we would see. But Opshot missed is not a good look.
Nope, that's a bit of a weapon. Puts us into a 5v5 here for the post line. Of course, it is pistols here for Mythic, and we should see lag play quickly to get themselves back into it. But as we do see Flom find out one there on the base, Nyx does get himself fragged. They've got side control. There's one player over there towards, or rather, there's Cooper. And uh-oh, no way. Oh, no. Well, that's the way to do it, I suppose. Not what I wanted to see out of lag. I thought they had themselves a 10th round in the books, but of course not the case, and that will be Mythic going ahead and taking their opponent.
Change up necessary. Like, what do you think the necessary change up should be for lag here, moving into Anubis here, Tony?
Well, Paladin, you're going to have to listen to me as a disembodied voice, as we are going to actually be getting into it, but I think that we are going to need to see, on Anubis at the very least, seeing as they get their choice of sides to start, a little bit more of a comfortable look for them to start things out, making decisions that honestly have a little bit more power to them, a little bit more weight and levity to the actual moves, as opposed to something that would be quote-unquote the safe call or the safe bet.
No, we'll have to see how this ultimately goes. And for the time being, we'll be seeing Mythic start off here on this T side. Of course, a couple of shots are fired on outs. No damage done just yet. But there is a bit of information that would have been grabbed there by lag. At least knowing that there's one or two coming up over here towards this B site. For the time being, it's going to be played out decently slowly. We do see quite a bit of mid contention looking to come through here. We'll be too surprised to see lag try and push that. But Freakazoid plays his way up. He's going to swing at a 2. And, ooh, going to realize his mistake. Now, they're going to be aware that there's at least 3 over here on mid. They're going to go ahead and start to execute all to B. Because of that, knowing that the information's there, Nyx goes ahead, plays for an engagement, finds out the first, takes on the head of Truck Lover, living it all down to a 4v5, or a 5v3 rather, as we do see Nyx and OG Wizard completely rip them apart. Experative able to find out the final as well.
Man, that first gush from Freakazoid at mid, I thought that would have been what got them started into a move to push down the low HP lag into a box, into a corner, but no, instead they fight off the wall and find that one without even a singular kill to be found by any of the Mythic members. It is going to be an opportunity squandered, and not by lag. Not this time around, though. They get themselves off to where they need to be. No more momentum for Mythic. Following a pistol round win to close out Ancient, which had to be a little bit of a demoralizer. They're back into it, nevertheless.
Yeah. Well, as we do get swinging once again. That was a big round for lag to win, by the way. Winning out a pistol. Did they win out a pistol on map 1?
Don't remember.
I don't think they did, which is brutal. But as we do get this back underway with Mythic just being on a little bit of a deco. They didn't invest too terribly much. I think they should be able to afford a decent buy coming up into round 3, but for the most part, this should be a throwaway round.
Damage onto Experative even still, though. He's in the red. I don't know about a throwaway. They might even be able to walk away with it if they can whittle down the economy and get close enough to these kills. Nick X is out in the middle of nowhere, and B main isn't covered. Still the low HP of Experative stands at the B site, but it's A where the final focal point will be made, and the MP9 can't really do it all on his own. He's going to need to wait for the rest after he's forced off shot to the shoulder even still.
Yeah, no, just go ahead and get off the initial damage, finish things off. But look, of course, a couple of good picks to come through there. So we do see Nyx completely grind them up. And I mean, they're able to carry 2 rifles over. It's not great for Based and for his teammate that fell, but a couple of good dig shots. Look at that. Hayes, or Hate, able to go ahead, find out a nice one there. And he's good for 2. So good little round out of him.
A different North American.
Yeah, he's different. A different one.
He's a Valorant player.
I honestly, when I said Hayes, I was thinking of something very, very different. Neither CS nor Valorant.
You're thinking about
a game that we can't say on stream. But as we do get going once again, Cooper gets tagged down rather low immediately. The Galil will be rather low right out of the gate. Of course, him and Flom taking out a little bit of damage as we do see them try to advance their way forward. Freakazoid watching bridge, seeing if someone might get over aggressive. For the time being, everybody is just holding back, not really wanting to overdo it. Can't really blame them on all this. As we see them start to advance. Ooh.
Molly.
Good little flush there. Goes ahead, pushes back base rather far, as we do see Experative having to fall back as well. I mean, for the time being, it's just a game of push and pull. Neither side really gaining too much control of the map. We do see mid control fully gone the way of Mythic. They don't know it yet, though. His shots ring through. We'll see Nyx take a very heavy-handed fight and win it out. There with the MP9, actually not taking too totally much damage while he's at it. Leads us down to this 3v5, and right now Mythic, they're struggling to get themselves onto these sites, but of course this is just the first rifle round. You see Cooper watching his backline, spots out one. That's Nyx falling away. The MP9 is done and dusted. He's tagged down incredibly low though. 19 HP to his name. Entering out into the site's going to be a hard-fought battle for him. Flom puts down a bit of util. We'll see opposite end of the server, while we do see Cooper and Hate open things up. Leaves it down to OG, Wizard, and Base. Base close at hand, is able to find out one. Not good for two. The spray just very messy there. Leaves it all down to OG. He's the last man standing here to 1v2. He's over towards A. And isn't playing for the retake. Bit of a shame. I would have loved to see Lag go ahead and get themselves that 3-0 streak going, but so that's not going to be allowed. We're seeing Mythic within one.
Yeah, lag not giving that third is extremely big for them. It's Mythic, who looked like they might have been a little bit ejected for a few moments, but eventually clawing things back frag by frag through Ebok side. Cooper, and then late Hate activation is perfectly timed to get them, each member of Lag, not with their crosshairs trained on their locations, and OG Wizard only lucky to save this one out now, as he's going to be the one with the wealthiest purchase. It's everyone else looking to surround him with whatever they can before they can buy back once more. Mythic looking to tie it all up. And OG Wizard's going to have one mountain of effort on the singular rifle to be able to make this one work, to be honest with you. And look, Experative caught pants down, and as soon as that is the case, he runs it in, and Hate spots the next, hastily trying to get back to the site. Can't quite do so. And that will leave them a little bit of utility to maybe make something explosive happen here, Lag. If they can get the pistols up close and personal, like we've seen so many times before, then maybe OG Wizard can traverse the map to find himself in an advantageous position. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell what will be the case coming into this. Of course, we do see just USPSs out on the field for the most part. There's 5.7s along with the single A1S. OG Wizard has to be an absolute wizard to pull this one together. But as we do see the side of Mythic playing their way up, it looks like A side and mid control is going to be the name of the game. OG Wizard already rather low, and that's really unfortunate. I think that's going to be him done and dusted. Ooh, he escapes just by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, Mythic are just going to make quick work of this one, as they should. Experative and the rest will more than likely follow those moments to come, as OG Wizard isn't allowed to have the impact that he would have liked to, even on the low HP, to bait out the pistol, not able to get in time. It's the transfer there, and no position for Experative to get it back. It is going to be him just walking it over towards that B site as far away as he could possibly have thought to be from Mythic, but they're all around him. He's, dead man, and I don't think he even knows it yet. A couple of extra bucks for the pockets of Mythic. There he goes. Swept aside. Team ace.
Bit unfortunate, but expected out of that round there for Mythic to go ahead and put themselves up 2-2. Question is, how far will they be able to stretch this? We do see a rifle round coming up here for the side of Lag. It's going to be an incredibly important one if they want to keep pushing things in their favor. But as we get rolling underway once again, let's see, Mythic, you go ahead and keep this on a third for yourself. Go ahead and gain the lead for the first time in this map, or do we see Lag pull away with it once again, breaking the tie into their favor? OG Wizard is on the up, and he's started to perform already here into the map before he's even had it, so hopefully he can go ahead and look to really pop off with it now. Ooh, I love the attempt at that sliver, but not going to be there, unfortunately. In his Hate, he's been able to take an aggressive position. We'll see the other players go ahead and back on off, not waiting to really over-challenge that mid angle for the time being. And I mean, where are they headed here? Mythic, what's your plan? It looks like they want to head here towards B. They got players coming up towards B main along with Canal. Mid fight is still going on as well. We do see Nyx find out one. Of course, the trades do come through, but Nyx is able to double it up. OG Wizard finds out hate and it's kept into the favor of Lag here for the time being. And as Cooper is now last man standing, making his way up, Kalashnikov in hand, needs to find out Base, who's around the corner as the shot rings through. Base comes out on top, and Lag, they keep the lead just by the skin of their teeth.
See, maybe Cooper might have slipped a net there to get into a spot where he might be able to keep another duel in his way, but not quite. Heard audibly, he rounds that pillar, and he'll be able to do no more. As they do well to play front to back with one another. Lag inside of that site, not allowing them through, and Cooper for a moment almost put a spanner into the works with that boost. It was his teammate who was found just beside him instead. He who gets away with his life isn't able to avenge his fallen brother. OG Wizard a little bit overzealous under the peak, maybe. Cooper, he's already crossed, and he's already holding on to it, and you see a little bit of frustration maybe from OG Wizard there, and rightfully so. That's a man advantage gone, and one of their heaviest hitters, at least typically, already ejected from it in the first 20 seconds, and Mythic are going to look to make their way quickly into this vector position. Nade banked off the wall, lands a top truck lover as they now have to wait for the smoke to fade once more. He's got another to replenish. Molly, actually. Whoa!
Just timing. That's so unfortunate for our experience. Of course, we do see Nyx go ahead and trade it back, and trade it. He does, getting a double. That does the work, actually. He needed to get two there. Of course, we do see Base find out one as well. Finding out Truck Lover, leaving it all down to Cooper and Hate. Hate goes ahead, activates, finds out one, but not another. Base able to go ahead and catch on his head through the smoke. Leads down to Cooper. Cooper on the up. 1v2, finds out the first. Now looking for the second. It's him and Nyx looking to face off. Nyx, he's got himself an able S. He's playing slowly, patiently. Gonna be smoked on off here for the time being. Cooper fakes a plant, not wanting to overdo it, as he does commit. Nyx holds firm. Now the retake about to come through. We'll see Cooper go ahead, back on off, playing into connector and canal. Nyx still holding firm, waiting for that smoke to fade. As it does, he'll start to make a bit of a move. Time's limited. About halfway on the timer now. As we see them edge their way up. Just going ahead, clearing these angles. Nyx goes ahead, plays quickly. Ooh, Cooper, big whiff. Gives him a little bit of space.
No ammo.
Tries to bait it forward. Oh, I can't believe he won that.
Doesn't
but
have enough time.
No more time. Yeah, he has kit, but no time. Bit unfortunate.
Won't go up to the bomb far enough away with the AWP. Picked off the body of Cooper, who's willing to take the round if that's the penance for it. What he has to offer up to the CS gods, he'll be more than willing. The double from Nick X nearly enough to keep them up and into that one, but the peek out eventually maybe a little too much now, leaving his teammates to do more as Cooper's missed shot merely misses the mark.
Man, that is unfortunate. Out of Lag. I was really hoping for a second there that he had that in his back pocket to go ahead and squeeze a round out from Nyx. So close as well. He's stuck down onto the 5-7 as he drops over the op to OG Wizard. See Base playing a very aggressive angle. Man, he could find out Freak here. That 5-7 is a brutal gun to go up against. Oh, I love the swing, but swinging into two is a bit of a mistake. Flash was well timed. We do see Flom, Truck Lover going into finding out frags. OG Wizard's already hit the dart, so the op out of the server. We're just going to see them go ahead and collect the rifle on up and collect up their frags as well. 5-7's not able to activate. Mythic, they're looking at their fourth right now.
Yeah, this one gets slippery. As Mythic do look to have that lead once more, reminiscing and on to the successes of Ancient. Now, if they could double it up, that would be one hell of a result, really.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Yeah, really
round, playing up against, I believe, the winner of Wild Card Final Form.
Yeah, that's who they will be playing. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure that's our next match as well.
Yeah.
Terrorists win.
That one I've got a little bit more of an expectation for than this, I will say. This one I was definitely expecting a Lag win, but man, later on, if we see a walk away from Wild Card not able to take that series, even if it's 2-1, I don't know what to believe anymore, man, to be honest
Over
with you.
against Final Form, yeah, no. Wildcard should 100% win that every day of the week. I mean, that's we got JBA on that roster who's been looking absolutely fantastic as of late. I haven't heard much out of that roster recently. I haven't really been paying attention to NA.
Wildcard?
Yeah. Do they got anything coming up?
CCL.
Oh, no, they got Pro League. They're not Pro League in September.
In September. Yeah.
Forgot
3
about that.
months.
Yeah, they gotta be prepping hard, man. Need to get over there after off season to go boot camp before that. Anyways, we're back underway. And we're seeing them starting to play up towards mid here for the time being. We don't necessarily see Mythic over-aggressed over there towards that A position. Of course, that Molotov is pretty well nice to go ahead and flush one back. We do see Cooper find out based. Bit unfortunate. Nix was able to squeeze through. He's known, and yeah, Cooper just execute. What was their plan there? What were they looking to do? I could tell they wanted to play for control of boats. They threw the molly to go ahead and flush back one. But then they were having to do dual Cooper. That back stairs with an MP9. After that first teammate fell. I mean, after that first player fell, we should have just seen him fall back. Look to play into the connector. Or play into a main. But he instead aggressed it. And
Still have a
unfortunately...
clutch.
Yeah, we do, but it's still rough, man. I don't know why you would do that, but regardless. So we get underway. 2v3 here for the retake. Lag definitely have a good chance into this. OG Wizard makes his way up, playing for this fight. Spots out one. There it is. Player on the water weight. Eliminated. Leaving it all down to Truck. Truck swings. Finds a kill, but no more. There we go. Lag, they will take it. They will take it. But that was a weird round there from the Apex. I appreciate what they were trying to do, but with the weaponry that they wanted to do it with those, because there are 3 angles you have to manage. Do it with 2 players. Go ahead and molly off one position. You see the first fall, you're too far forward, too far invested, and then you get eliminated as well. Those first 2 picks could have been killer, but OG Wizard was able to go up in a big way over in the mid, catch out the 2 players that were looking to come up there, rather than 3. Which left it down to Cooper as well as Truck and put them in a bad position. So really, OG Wizard was able to salvage that. But it was about tossed away there earlier on. And that's what I was concerned about.
Mythic letting this one go, letting this one slip. Not really a world where you can see them walking away with a singular flashbang to set them onto the site. And onward they will go. A little bit early is Freakazoid activating inside of the Molotov connector with the B main player not able to connect with him. But hold on now. Okay, Truck Lover's doing Truck Lover things, Desert Eagle in hand. He's looking to connect onto yet another headshot as they're exposing themselves wide enough to be able to, maybe. No op to utilize, so the one-shot potential is going to have to come from the hand cannon as Hate at least gets the A1S, but no armor. He's run through.
Well, ooh, Truck Lover. Nice kill there. Of course, does get tagged on out. He's down to 11 HP. Looks for another. But H-Cheek gonna be able to finish him. Based there for the final as well. Able to get himself a double. Clutches it up and puts his team up at a 5th. They're at least maintaining the scoreline pretty amicably here for the time being. They're back in the lead. Keeping it nice and close together. But as we do see it come to an end once again. 5-4. And an opposite out on the field. For both these squads, Cooper holding that down while we got OG Wizard on the side of Lags. The question is, do we see Mythic go ahead and go tie for tie again? Or do we see Lag go ahead and start to pull away with it right here at the end of the half? They can go ahead and hit that 6th round marker. That'll be best case scenario. Of course, getting themselves towards that conversion as well to hit 7. Be a great look as well, but we'll see if that'll be the case.
4 kills in a bomb plant is huge. Cooper gets the sniper rifle and he's just barely off the mark there.
Gosh, that was close, man.
Another one. Just off. Same main presence from Lag is going to be dissuaded by spams in either direction. As once again, we find them pincered this time. It's out in the open. Experative is found, but quick to the snap back as OG Wizard in mid. Fast to rotate just as well. Top of the board, soaring now to 11 and needing to do a little bit more than even that as Hate through the smoke has found them one more leg into this bomb site hold.
Yep, they've at least put themselves into this as we get ourselves into a 3v4. This is going to be a tough little retake for Lag to attempt. HE going out, goes for damage, lands. Ooh, jumps into it. Next, bit of a mistake there. Of course, we do see them trying to edge their way forward. Ooh, Cooper, big whiff again. It's going to cost him his life. Based, able to find out a frag as well. Leaves down to Truck and Hate. And as they make their way on up, like quickly at first, we do see next. Find out a nice frag, living it all down to Hate. Hate 6 HP, gotta be dealt with through the smoke by the op. And just like that, the defuse is gonna be able to close it. That'll be Lag going ahead and hitting that 6-round marker, now leading once again. But the question is, will they be able to maintain that and get themselves towards a 7-5 or 8-4 half possibly?
Nice work to rebound from Lag. I think this T side definitely had greater chances of being able to make something work with this one. It's Lag who chose the CT side start, though. Maybe Mythic can get themselves into a better spot in their defensive end. There's a world. Certainly is. Okay, but this one this would be around to turn onto its head.
No, I think we got it. Uh-oh. We do see Next salvaging things best he can. He did a good job there, man. He just saved the round. He just saved the round. Able to find all 3. Leaves it all down to Flom. Oh, good stuff. For a minute there, the upset looked very possible. Flom's now alone, having to duel 2, and there it is. Man, that was scary as shit there for the side of Lag. I'm just saying, that was terrifying. They were able to take it, but that was out of Nick X there. Nick X had to play out of his mind.
Yeah, I mean, it was disgusting with the pistol pulled as fast as you saw Freakazoid running it in. You saw Nick X double it back. It's the sniper rifle center sight, able to whip out that one in time. Truck Lover nearly gave them a run for their money. The rotation had to be as quick as it were. And once it is, it's a near impossible clutch situation for only that pistol. Lay aground his teammates and now buy in once more as Cooper's op hasn't quite made the impact that he would have liked it to when he brought it out. Now not even given the luxury of being able to go for such a play, as OG Wizard's close, so close that he'd have to play shotgun up to Flom as he actually sends him packing in fear to the bottom side of the river, but his body floats now across it as they've got a man down. As that is one hell of a play to make.
Man, OG Wizard, I'm not sure what your plan was there, but I think that might
to vanish, to disappear.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, that's so unfortunate. I don't know why he did that.
There goes that half.
Well, that's 7-5 right there. Less Experative does like crazy, which I mean he could.
You'd have to go nuclear, man.
Let's see.
Get even close.
Ah.
It's a no from me.
God, what was that round?
Yeah, we get a little bit overzealous there, a little bit crazy, despite being on the top of the board. You're not invincible. OG Wizard flying down now finds himself still with a 3 KD and more maybe to come with game not yet done. Map 2, not out of the grasp of Mythic either, as they could actually certainly bring this one back into their favor, and the production definitely like that one as they want to see it twice. Okay.
Just super odd play. Oh no, man. And alrighty. Now, as we get things rolling back underway. Let's see, pistol round, super important for Lag. They need to win this one out. If they don't, we're going to see Mythic tying things up here. Just a few, but it's a strong start. See, Experative along with Base completely gun them on out. Able to just go ahead and take towards site, and yeah, that's it. Done and dusted. Truck Lover, Hate, last 2 men standing to go ahead and look for a fight. Hate gets his head taken on and off. Truck Lover alone now as well. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, truck! Ah, I love the attempt, man.
Barely believe your eyes with lag. In a different mode entirely. In the high gear. They need that nuke, so Pistol round was strong sentiment to be able to get that one step closer to being able to double up your opponent's round count as Freakazoid's gone all in on the buy, A1S in hand. Interesting.
Nope, as we get things rolling underway once again. Let's see. What do we got in hand here? It should be a very quick round here for Lag to take. They've got AKs. Galil's a Mac 10 to use. Well, to go ahead and start to make their way up. Try and play their way forward. OG Wizard next. We'll find out the frags, and that's expected. Cooper and Hate last 2 men standing. Cooper takes 1. Experative is eliminated, leaves it down into a 3v2. Of course, making his way forward. Cooper does fall away. Love the attempt with the AK. But now it's all down to Hate. He's all alone. That'll be all she wrote. That's expected. Now, Lag. Able to go ahead and continue things upwards and onwards, winning out the pistol on the second round of the half. It's a good look. And now they sit 9-5.
One more to go before they find themselves a leap and a bound away from Mythic on Anubis. Still with these Mac 10s able to farm up some cash onto the ill-equipped T-side player Zeus brought out for Cooper. See if he can get a little cheeky with that one. All 5 in the direction of the B site now. We'd seen a little bit of a Zeus from OG Wizard in the last game inside a cave. The entrance from the site. But I don't think they're going to really give Cooper the time of day, at least not for a while, as Experative does sit outside of the connector for a time. Not sure how much longer he'll occupy that direction as the mid-swing coordinated to be pulled, and he can't get the distance close enough, Cooper, to find that one, despite giving the opportunity. There's only 1 left.
Yep, able to just go ahead and rip through this. A bit expected, unfortunately, since they did force up quite a bit. But as we do see Lag go ahead and close it on down, the full rifles are around the corner. And this is where things are going to start to get a little bit more interesting here for the CT side of Mythic. Of course, Lag up by 5, currently 2 rounds away from putting themselves up at a nice little position to be at that map point. But we'll see which way it goes. Alrighty. Here we go once again. Nope. Start to make their way on up. AKs are out along with the Mac 10. Here for the side of Lag, of course, Mythic, they do have the up in hand for Cooper. There's still a bit of a bonus coming over here for the side of Lag. Just good for their econ. Only OG Wizard is decently low on the econ scale at 1100. Looks like they'll start to make this push. Util gets tossed him out. Molotov does that launch his truck lover, but he's able to go ahead and at least get 1 first time. Base there on the trade. Of course, they're still flushing for more. Nothing is being connected here for at least the time being. Light goes down. Now 44 for the retake. This is decent here for Mythic.
This retake going to come through whether lag like it or not, and once they are in, they are going to systematically clamp down upon every member that exposes themselves to them as Experative does manage to hold down the mouse. One spray, HP not going to favor him in any more of the duels. As Cooper doesn't need the op pistol pull instead. He and his brother will both stand tall alive at the ends of the round to carry guns across, and rightfully, neededly so. They are in no state to where they can let this economy slip any longer. 6 is at least theirs. And now, an answer back for lag. Even so, it's going to have to be more of the same for Mythic in these rounds to come if we want to see them bounce into this match and close it down without having to see the nuclear power plant.
Well, there we go once again. Mythic able to keep themselves above water, at least for the time being. They deny 11. Now, we're going to be looking to see how far they're able to take it. They got the rifles to use on both the squad's hands. Of course, the econ getting a little bit low here for the lag side. Still, they'll have a little bit of funds to play with into the next.
Good boost idea.
Yeah. Well. As we see, bit of util going down. A little bit of damage there on the Freakazoid. All the way to 66. Not in a terrible spot yet, though. But, ooh, that's unfortunate. Base going to get coddled out. Freakazoid finds out the first. Of course, we do see Nick's rather low as well. Let me get down. He does 62 HP for himself, or Nick X, rather. Because they can take control of mid. Yeah, they're through. And, ooh, OG, I'm surprised he win that. Of course, Truck Lover's good for 1. We do see Experative making his way up as well. Truck Lover did fall away. Let get down into a 3-3 here for the post plant, if it does go down in time. And now, as we do see Nick X find out 1. Let me get down to Cooper and Freakazoid. They're going to make the attempt, and Freak needs to come up in a big way, but unfortunately will not. Cooper backs off. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, they just both get pinned against the wall as soon as they try and fight into it. Hate trying to catch a timing does kind of. If he was able to win that first duel, then the engagement might have afforded him maybe some space to get his teammates room to work back into it. But once he goes down, they're pretty much locked out of the round entirely from then on. Zoid, same story. We were just looking to hold on to this op to what could have been a prosperous round, really, finding that man advantage and damage exchanged onto who you had said Nick X was low early. They let go of mid, and as soon as they do, Flom not being able to collect onto his kill and Truck Lover unable to multi-frag really just puts them in a bind, a real jam.
Yeah. Cooper gonna be able to survive, though. That's decent. That's decent. Still, regardless, lag, that's 11. It was looking like I was thinking Mythic off the back of the previous round was able to go ahead and get themselves a bit of a run going here on their CT side. That's just not the case. Seemed like it could have been a speed bump. Now, as we get things going once again. 11-6. And the rifles are out. Kalashnikov. There for lag. As we do see OG Wizard just playing so quick. Look at this. Gets himself in a canal. Freakazoid reads into it. Molotov goes down. Smoke as well. Battery of utility going back and forth. But Cooper gonna be able to go ahead and find out the first down on the bridge. Finds out next. Man advantage is found. We do see Flom and Hate taking a little bit of damage. Of course, OG Wizard takes some of a return. It's down to a 3v5. That advantage surely swung the way of Mythic here. And as we do see Hates double it up. That's going to be all she wrote. Nick X, last man standing. At least gets 1 to his name. Bit of a consolation prize. Aware of the player in his backline. And, ooh, Cooper still going to be able to find him.
Yet to discover where that box of tissues went. I'm gonna have to go hunting for one in a minute.
Still can't find it.
Just vanished.
Oh,
and so
man.
does Nick X at the front side of A main. Drops soon. Op still up in play and not able to move after it has been reset by the AK-47 span with a shoulder bomb let loose. And now they're just gonna need to quickly try and flood themselves back towards the site to be able to retrieve it. But as the nades land at their toes, they're burnt to a crisp and shot down. Truck Lover finishes the job that they had started with the utility to rain on them. And a better look now, with money not going to be made available following that fast-paced play, it's Lag who need to take, once again, a little bit of a hiatus from being able to put together these weapons as quickly as they would like to, and the gap quickly begins to lessen.
And, well, as we do get it rolling underway once again, Mythic. They are on a good run of form here. They've gone ahead and got themselves a good rifle round up against these Glocks. This should be a very swift one to be taken up for their 9th, unless they do, unless Lag does to them what they did to Lag there in the previous map.
Cooper's op now is definitely being heard more than ever, and it needed a little bit of a moment to where he could actually begin to heat up, really, if we were ever gonna spot it. And he didn't even actually need to do a whole hell of a lot with it in the last map to make that work, to be honest with you. So seeing it now better than ever, but Truck Lover not actually staying alive long enough. I think the bomb will be allowed to be planted. No hesitation. Only OG Wizard.
Yeah, OG's last man standing, not much to do there. Stuck with the D, get a 1v3. He does get the bomb down with his teammates, so that's a good look. That'll be great for their economy going up into the next round. But we're going to be looking to see what Mythic could do to go ahead and bring this closer and closer together. For the time being, they've been able to deny map point, and they're starting to close this gap of rounds quite significantly. We're currently within 3 right now. Or rather 2, sorry, at 11 and 9. And now, as we get underway into it once again, we've got ourselves the rifles back in the server. Will Lag be able to go ahead and try and net themselves map points, or will Mythic bring themselves within 1?
Now, they're not too far off of it at all now. Cooper's been at a few different avenues, multitude of different opportunities to strike, and this time around he's over in mid. He sees nothing over at front side of mid itself, decides to take his chances at peering down towards the bridge, and as nobody's in that direction either now, it's Lag who kind of have limited opportunity given over to them.
Yeah.
Cooper's given another chance. This could be a problem for Lag, but he's actually going to be on his own volition backing away. Oh. Just walks right back in.
Yeah. Well, as they go ahead and start to edge their way around, playing through canals. Ooh, Cooper. Gonna be able to go ahead and find out the first. Of course, Nick X there for the trade. Keeps it nice and even for the time being. That's the Alfred done and dusted as well. That's a big pay. It's a decent trade for Nix's life.
Does he send Hate through? He does. He's blind, jumping in the air, and Hate has no sight either. What is happening? How is he not counting that kill?
I can't believe that. That's insane. We do see the trades come through very quickly with Flom and Freak able to find him out. Flom finds out another, let me get it all down to OG Wizard. And man, even with him surviving that, I can't believe it.
Oh, this is going to spell issues right now. This is a tie game. I'd guarantee it. Lag taking the tack with one now between them and a buy only into the next is here's they'd have to throw everything onto the line to be able to find map point. And at that stage, you're giving Mythic map point should you lose out. So it's a hard ask. Nice flick. Cooper removes the head, no less. Hate with a chance for a double. Not even being able to find the singular. That's going to be a little bit dangerous of a prospect in that round, but thankfully reined back in with 3 alive at the end of it as well.
Well,
it's a pretty unified effort across the board for Mythic, really.
Yeah, no, they're looking fantastic playing together. In a pretty good position. Well, as we get it going once again, 11 to 10. We'll see them starting to make their way up once again. Of course, Tech 9 type of round here for the side Lag. I would love to see a pop out. I just want to see them run into a site and see if they can get the picks. I think that'd be a great look.
This is them just waiting out all the utility sent across the map by Mythic with not a whole hell of a lot of their own to be able to take space. They're just needing now to take it as it's afforded to them as they pop on the other edge of that smoke eventually. Flamu takes up a more defensive positioning over towards the A site, dropping a nade in front of him even, trying to hold them down, slow them into the line of truck lover. things are still looking okay. I mean, they lose both A-site defenders prior to the plan. Hold on, wait, no, OG Wizard's got an op now. This is where things get a little bit spicy.
Yeah, no, that smoke going down as well gives a little bit of space, but unfortunately, as we do see Expert eliminated. Ooh.
No.
Oh, the timing was just like milliseconds off. If OG Wizard found that through the smoke, that would have done it. But unfortunately, he's left into this 1v2. 38 seconds on the clock. He has to make a move on this soon.
This would be one hell of a round to crack open, too. Lag finding map point on this would be absolutely absurd to give it away against an op. The one-shot potential's there. The timing, not so much, though. 20 seconds left, still on the other end of this smoke. Finding one probably guarantees the other goes to hide, and Hate now moving his way away as the bomb's still on the floor.
Whoop.
Yeah,
There it is.
Hate just needs to run.
Yeah, no, he does. Oh, he's going for it. Doesn't check the corner. Thinks he might be over there towards the pit there. So unfortunate.
Not a bad read.
Yeah, no, he thinks he might have dropped down. Would have been great if he checked that corner, but just not the case. Love the attempt from OG Wizard. And now we're at 11-11. Mythic, is this 2-0? Are we heading into 2-0 position?
If they win this round, pretty much, yeah. If they win this round outright, no bomb plant, if they can deny that, then this one is really just going to be a sealed deal with money all the way into the bank pockets of a couple of the members. But Cooper finds his match eventually. And this one, better late than never from Lag to get activated into it. And Flom gets the off, but what can he do?
Nope, as we get things rolling once again. We're into a very, very important position here for the side of Mythic. Of course, they do not want to go into overtime. It's 11-11 currently. We'll see them starting to make their way on up. Bit of Uto gets tossed. And the shots ring through. Freakazoid able to find out the first. Of course, he goes for two. Not able to find it. Nyx finds out one as well. Nick X follows it up. Just like that. Looks like Lag's going to be able to do it. They put themselves up at map points. It was looking like 2-0 for a minute there, but that seems to be denied.
I'm convinced you caster cursed it at the right moment, but
I could have.
just had to say it. We were so close. We were right there, man. Now Flom's just gonna need to get a couple of these to finish off. Spamming off the op into whatever shot he can connect won't land. He can buy another one if they want, but I think it would be ill-will to do so when they could instead just drop over an additional rifle.
Well,
And there it goes.
there we go. Let's see, Lag. Do you take us into map 3? Is this where they do it? Or do we see overtime? Overtime could be in the books.
Clever's got nothing. A deagle in his hands isn't nothing, but still nothing.
Yeah.
A play needs to be made for Mythic at some point in the round here, preferably in the middle stages of it, because a retake really isn't going to be an option that they have available to them with the utility that they've got on their belts. It's flashbang's decent enough, but denial utility to start, and then from then on, they need to walk it in to try and find a pick. No up from Cooper. They're going to need to use the body, the brunt of the rifles to find themselves an isolated fight.
Well, they just go ahead and start to edge their way up. I like this from Flom.
Oh, wow,
God.
they cancel there?
Man, I can't believe that. I thought for sure OG Wizard was about to find himself a frag there through the window. They just back on off. They don't overplay it. Instead, Uto gets thrown over here towards B, and looks like with the execute coming out, this Lag's ultimate hit is going to be, of course, the rotate starting to come through. So spam from Hate, not going to be able to connect up. It's a little bit early. And now as we see the plank go down, it's going to be a 5-5 retake. Ooh, this is a tough position to be in for both these squads. Damage goes down. We see Flom find out the first with the smoke.
Necessary.
Nick X falls away. Players are incredibly low. Nyx, based, below 20. OG Wizard along with Experative are going to need to look incredible here. is to make their way up. Hey, finds out the first. We do see Cooper find out one as well. Experimental, good for a
Nyx
frag.
is in the site still.
Looks for the fight. Gets himself two, but Cooper there to leave it down into a 1v2. Oh, man. I can't believe this. His foot, gonna be shot on off. Leaves it down to Cooper. Cooper finds it, but man, the time, it's low. Doesn't have a kid.
Cooper?
Oh, that's it. No way. That's map 3.
Yeah, you can see the frustration settling in a little bit. We will be going to nuke. That one so very close, right down to the wire. Kill so quick. As quick as it could have been from Cooper in order to get that one back. And they've got no idea that the 10 HP of Nyx still sits center site with 4 players surrounding him. The 18-second smoke covers his body for just long enough to keep himself alive. And that is certainly going to leave a little bit of a sour taste into the mouth of the Mythic players. As I'm not really sure what happened there. Where is the bomb?
Oh, man. Oh, I thought he was on the bomb. Did he not get the click off? Did he had a kid.
I don't know. He picked it up.
Was it? Okay, he picked it up. All right. Well, that's 1-1 lag. They keep themselves into the series. We're certainly not moving on to our next match just yet. Of course, with that being...
Yeah, did we lost you?
Sorry. I apologize, but yeah, no, it should be a good time coming through into this map. Hopefully, we'll see both these teams coming up in a big way to really try and finish things off. And as we do get underway now, there we are. Lag and Mythic looking to face on off. Lag there starting on that CT side with Mythic there on the T. Let's see which way this goes. Really, with this first half coming underway, it could go either way.
Mythic, unfortunately, coming out on bottom end of the stick in the draw there. Oh my lord, but quick to the draw is Flom as ever as the P250 is pulled and he's sent on his own, a Lone Ranger mission on the outer extremity, and the rest successful as ever as well as they slot into A nicely.
Yeah, no, just able to go ahead and rampage their way forward, of course. Explorative along with Nyx are the last 2 men standing. Of course, we do see one come out for the dualies, but Nyx all alone, the hero of the previous map. Not much to really do here, unfortunately. He's into a 1v4. It's just going to be looking to go ahead and try and put down some damage. Some shots ring through, and not able to really connect up. And oh, they're just giving chase. Gonna be able to find out one, maybe another. Unfortunate. I love the attempt there. He could have just got ahead, grind up a couple extra bucks, but just not the case as we do move forward. Man, look at this. They just rampage their way forward. Flob, Cooper, finding out frags. We see Hate get one as well. Just the CTs falling apart one by one. Well, as we get things going once again. Bit of a rifle round coming out of Mythic, just looking to go ahead and secure their second. Of course, lag on USPSs. There is I think there's P250 out as well. Yeah, that's in the heads of base. They're looking for the rifle round to come up round 3, and I mean, not much really to do here. Maybe a kill out of base? It'll be a good luck.
That'd be a hard maybe.
It was a no, by the way. It fall away pretty quick there.
Well, nothing really going on other than that for them just jiggling around on the outside trying to spot anybody else out before they make the final hit occur into the A site. They will eventually go. Cooper still attuned to his back. Turned away. Held at that point towards bottom secret step. Energy Wizard, not with really a lot in the way of opportunity or option to get back close enough to them, but it's they who are on the hunt before he even gets the chance.
Yep, there it is. Mythic able to go ahead, put themselves up to, and oh, that's expected, but we're into the rifles now. This is where the switch up has to happen here for lag. If they don't get things rolling here and now on their CT side, and Mythic are allowed to just go ahead and get themselves a bit of a rampage of rounds going, things could begin to look to be a rather scary light here for the map of Nuke for Lag's tournament life. I mean, everything hangs in the balance here in map number 3, and this third round can really be a tone setter when it comes down to it for this first half and possibly second one as well. So as we get underway, we see things start off a little strong, but that's what you want to see for that CT side of Lag.
Spam is in. Damage inflicted exchanged, and it's Mythic who have eaten a brunt of it. Nothing really that they could say or do in that moment. Kinda just have to eat it on the chin, and when they find themselves 2 men down in hate, not exactly the healthiest of soldiers. Gonna need to call upon Cooper has been as consistent as you possibly could have wanted. I mean, in this game, he has been the man on the mission. Time and time again, op or otherwise, Anubis, it was the sniper that was doing his best. The rifle on the prior of Ancient, which they had taken in a shock across, so.
I like this volley. Oh, I thought it was gold. Thought that was a Molotov for some reason. There it is. Needs to flush out Nick's there. Of course, Truck Lover does go ahead and find out a quick kill. Leaves it down to a 3v4. Looking for a bit more. Nice. He's going for a double. That was a good kill there. Of course, he's going to go ahead and start to aggress down through rep. Pulling out the dual leagues, interestingly enough. He's going to put down a bit of utility. Nick X holding back over here towards orange box. Man, he's going to be able to deny. That's it for this round. Practically, Bob goes down without a plant. Now we're into a 3v2. Of course, Nick X just able to go ahead, find out another as his teammate Nix closes it out, and that'll be lag. Looking first on the board, a much needed round taken up, but that's the way to do it.
CT side couldn't be quiet forever. Eventually, they were going to make themselves known, surely. In a pretty quick way. I mean, it's always unfortunate whenever you're on a T side of nuke and it does fall on its face like that, as flat as a spam through the smoke can really just deal you in. Nothing really that can be done. It's all a matter of timing from that point. This time around, they're going to be leaving that spot of the map. Nothing going on in that direction at all for Mythic. It's they who instead are going to look out for the outer rim. As Truck Lover gets his, there's no lucky smoke spams to come through just yet, other than maybe just a couple of shots.
Well,
nothing in terms of death, at least.
Yeah, Nick's gonna be able to go ahead and look to try and take a fight. His teammate does fall away. Man, Nick X, dude, he has been such a key factor into this map and the previous one. He's able to go ahead and double it up for himself, leaves it down into a 2v3. It's the realm of possibility. Of course, Xbrada up there towards heaven, catches out one to go ahead and equalize. That was necessary. Drops a flash to stall things down. 50 seconds on the clock. Nick X is aware. He's going to go ahead and look for the play for that HG. Go light right on the hate. Tags him down to 15. I thought he was going to play over there in the hut instead. Let's just buy it. Flom making his way up. He finds out Nick X. This is done and dusted, but ooh! Flom saw him. He knows. Nick X, he's going to be dealt with. And there we go. Xbrada, last man standing. He's got to go ahead and make an aggravated move to try and make it his way on up, but unfortunately for him, just no chance into it. Backs off, looking to carry over the Ableness. Lag, they were looking to try to play for the tie, but it's not the case. And Mythic will go ahead and put themselves up in a third.
Terrorists win.
Boom goes the dynamite, right back in. Mythic with some serious pace. They're not letting this one go. They hold a grudge for the time.
Yeah.
That Anubis was just so close. Slipped right through their fingertips. When they get what they need in order to make a good start possible, make it look pretty simple. The answers back have looked good. One round they get significantly unlucky on. There's not really a whole lot that you can say or do about that. It's really just a matter of time before they get their next chance at it. And as there is a rifle for Experative, it's the outside take once more. It's done them good, but OG Wizards down and below. They get past him.
Not much to do here, unfortunately, here for Lag. They do have themselves that Ableness in the hands of Xbrada, who did save over. Based. Good shot there. Love the low 5-7. Double tap to go ahead and close one out. Does get forced out position. Tagged down all the way to 8. Is able to make it all the way to blue box. Of course, not going to live for too terribly long because Base does fall away. Of course, Xbrada there with the Ableness is able to go ahead and pick up one. OG Wizard falls, leaving it down to Nyx as well as the play on the A1S. Goes ahead, takes the engagement. Nyx finds one. And it's all down to himself. Nick X, he's been the key player, but not going to be able to do it again. We will see the side of Mythic continue upwards and onwards, putting themselves in a rather comfortable position in terms of lead, up by 3. Now we're going to be looking to see how far they can take it.
This is the real test for OG Wizard and Lag now. It's been the Cooper show all this time. Now he's gonna need to respond in kind. The utility has also already been brought down to near nothing right now, Dugade. They've got 2 smokes, an HE, and 2 flashbangs, and in a few moments, I have a feeling they're gonna be continuing to drain them out and trying to send the CTs hacking. Mythic. Ooh, need to be careful. The HE blow the smoke. Freakazoid exposed. Now down. Hate behind. The rest not too far off and away as Flom is left to lurk and inner.
Well, as we see them starting to make their way up slowly but surely through the back halls of B site. Nick X. He's been this player to hold down this site several times now. Or at least make an attempt at it. In that back corner, it's a good position for it as long as he doesn't get caught by players swinging out of Squeaky.
That would be a shame.
Yeah. Of course, drawing a bit of attention. There's a player over here towards Rep. OG Wizard does find out the first. That's Flob falling away. Looking for a bit more. Nyx finds out one. There's Nick X filling up. No, Cooper. Gonna fall as well as Truck Lover falls to Nyx. And man, there we go, Lag. That was well done. Just pick them apart.
Yeah, it needed to be the kills, right? More than anything else. I mean, I noted already in the beginnings of that round that they had next to nothing in the way of being able to stop them in their tracks. And God forbid a retake needed to happen. The B site was never going to be an easy spot to do it. And good on the frags to deny that opportunity. It could have been an utter catastrophe. So avoidance in that moment is going to be one thing, but also just keeping yourself afloat financially moving forward is going to be an entirely different ball game.
Well, as we do see a tactical pause coming on through, players just thinking things out.
Reining it up. Final decision about how to bring themselves back onto this one where they've already gotten a pretty hefty lead on the T side of all places. I mean, credit where credit is due. They look smooth as far as the third map could possibly go as well.
Yeah. Well, as we get it going once again, we see a bit of a mess around. Look at come out of Mythic. They got a back 10 or 2, a Tech 9, a Deke, and I mean, it's something to work with. They're going to be looking for that upset.
I'm certainly starting to believe.
Yeah.
This round, though, I'm not too much of a believer in. I mean, if Flom, he does get a close-range proximity duel up against the Mac 10, that's a good omen to kick things off with, but when he doesn't actually end up finding the kill, it's the rest able to get themselves close enough to do so, but everything else from then on kind of just flounders. Fizzles out. Rightfully so.
Well, as we get back underway, we do see Lag in a decent position for a tie. We're looking at possible 4-4 scoreline. Of course, there's nobody to use here on the Mythic side. We're just going to be looking at them to go ahead and save it up into this one. Have the full buy coming up into the 9th round of play. But for the time being, this should be a swift one to get us at 4-4.
Probably should. Heard a lot of shoulds and things of that nature today, and haven't really all come true, so I'm going to reserve, just for now, my beliefs as Deagles are soon put down as they needed to be. More shenanigans from them. A couple of shots even still with 2 kills in the round overall where they had invested very little. I have to say it's a decent result for them with an M4 still for Cooper to utilize.
Yeah,
Very well
Cooper.
might be able to make this one work.
And no, the Coop certainly could be able to do it.
The Coop.
The Coop.
Pulling out the Coop.
This makes his way up. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't check his head. Unfortunately, the Coop didn't feel the wind on his scalp, as we do see Lag go ahead and finish things all out, putting it at 4-4.
And still, game still gets dangerous as Mythic have more work to be done on their end. See what they can accomplish if they've already made a good look of the T-side beginnings. It's the end that'll come to matter a whole hell of a lot more. See now, we're back to their old shenanigans on the extremity. They
Going
do with
slowly.
that now, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they want to play through Secret. There's going to be a bit of resistance to meet them almost immediately. It's OG Wizard as well. Ooh, that is a big op-shot whiff, man. Molotov goes down to go ahead, close off that angle of attack. As Hate finds out a kill there on the base, it leaves it down to a 4v4. Now they make their way on up. Next finds himself out 1. We do see Freakazoid and Expert to find out frags as well, leaving it all down into a 2v3. Bad advantage, go the way of Lag. They could be able to go ahead and close things out. Truck Lover, of course, gets caught there by Nick X, leaving it down to Coop. Coop finds nothing. As we do see Expert go ahead and close it all out. Lag take another round their way. Just like that, they go ahead and bring themselves into the lead. Alrighty. Get underway. Just Tech 9s to use. Deagles in the works. Of course, they're able to go ahead and crack themselves out. Of course, we do see Base fighting out a bit of a refrag, looking it down to a 3v3. But so far, they're keeping this nice and close. Here on the Mythic side, even though they're odds the pistols. OG go ahead and start to pop out a bit of util. He's trying to tease around to see if he can catch someone out, but not going to be the case.
Is now at the back of the bomb site where Truck Lover looks to tap down them on their incursion back in and forwards. He pulls the Deeg to deal damage from then onwards, and Cooper, he looks pretty good. Be able to set himself up for this clutch if that first kill can come through, which he will accrue. Nice bit of time taken off of this clock. Continue his shots in, but the defuse is already there. Can't quite make it happen. Even getting the up and getting the kill afterwards, though.
Man, still, that's the round going the way of Lag as they go ahead and put themselves at 6th round marker. Well. As we go ahead and see things really get closed out here by Lag. I mean, so far for the time being, at least on the half, things are looking very promising. We could be seeing a bit of an 8-4 if they play their cards right. Of course, we're into the rifles. And, oh, OG. Catching out Cooper there. Now has a deeper peak to work with.
Deeper, but better. Maybe we'll have to see. I think getting themselves up to this point right now with the 5v4 should be enough for them regardless. This buy, really everything that they had at the time being. The bomb plant requiring the B site not all too far out of reach. One thing for them to have the perspective of getting there, though, and it's an entirely different one for them being able to break through and get to that point. And once they do, They're not as wealthy in terms of the manpower as they would have liked to be either, as the op is on the scene. It's on the case to drop a body, and Truck now left known, already with 2 kills in the round, looking to complete the quad.
Yep, needs to get that little 4K to close things out into his favor. And as we see him starting to advance his way forward over here. But he util it. Ooh. OG Wizard, I can't believe you hit that. Goes ahead and closes it out. See Truck Lover fall, and that's the half conversion. They hit 7 now, looking to see if they can go ahead and hit 8 as well.
Very well might be able to. All but necessary from them if they want to keep things moving in competent fashion. Close 7-5 for Mythic is going to be something that they'd be all the more happy to take if offered up to them.
Well, as we go ahead and get things rolling on our way once again, we've got ourselves the rifles to use, and we're looking to see is the 7-5 or 8-4. Mythic so far starting to edge their way up. I'm going to go ahead and find out the first is Cooper to find out Nick X. That's someone that's been such a massive player here for Lag, already eliminated. And as we see shots ring through there, through the smoke there, spaced. Able to find out one there on a Freakazoid. Moves down to a 44, at least a trade down to even. But the problem is now for Lag, ramp control has been given it all to Up. We do see the rotate starting to come through, but OG Wizard, nicely done. He's able to go ahead and find out what on to Cooper.
Rotate. So low are 2 of these players even still. The defense is far from being as healthy as they need to be in order to make the round a possibility or a likelihood even. But the high HP of Experative loses none in his engagement out through the Asian vent. He's home. Oh. Another chance given up to Hate there, though, and one that might have been able to slip them into yet another, but Experative is imperative as he closes out the half with a quick little triple. Same position, nobody able to break down his defenses, and they find themselves 8, and it looks really good in comparison to what was a Mythic runaway at the start of the game.
Yeah, no, Mythic were looking to go ahead and really run things through. It just wasn't the case there for the rest of it. We saw the side of Lag come up in a big way once they got those rifles, and that's what they needed to do. That's what I was expecting to happen once they had the rifles, was them being able to go ahead and start to really shut things down here on the CT side. I had faith their CT side could look good, but the question is, will their T side look any better? They're going to have an excellent T side starting off the right out of the gates to go ahead and find out the pistol, possibly second and third as well. They can get themselves up towards double digits, up towards 11. They could look to close it, but if Mythic are allowed to start things off strongly here on the CT side, it could be a little bit rough.
All right. Pistols here, and Freak with the coined dual Berettas, a classic form. Haven't really worked out for him in the series as well as he would have liked to, though. And in that moment, though, with the low HP, the final stand finds him 2 body through its base, who falls in OG not too long afterwards. But exposed to the plan, it's Flom, who's gotten it before it can be punched in, and ammo enough in the gun to double up.
Yeah, able to double it up. Of course, Experative goes ahead and tries to pursue a fight. Like ring around the rosy, goes ahead, gets stuck into a bit of a double duel, and will ultimately be eliminated. But that'll be all she wrote with the side of Mythic, putting themselves up at 5, and this is what I was scared about.
You're scared, huh? Fearful even? For the lifeblood now of the CT pistol brought a Mythic to life. I mean, as far as, like, big wins go for Mythic in big tournaments and deep runs, a playoffs run here at CCT is good, but a win over Lag on top of that, it's gonna feel pretty nice, I can only assume. At least I would imagine it would inspire them a little bit.
Well, as we see them start to make their way on up, Lag is being eliminated 1 by 1. So start out next as long with Nick X, and very quickly they're just being picked apart and pursued, and I thought he had the timing on the shot there. Shot just a moment early.
Un memento. This one's starting to rev up. The engine's not
Yeah.
quite tuckered out as far as we would have expected, Mythic. They're on. Wouldn't say that this game is even close to being near done just yet. Something that we're no strangers to in this series as of so far. See if that's going to continue to be a trend here. Soon begin to fall and fade away, as it is going to be body by body doubled up upon a quick pair of frags. Struck Glover and Cooper both combined to make that one work, and from then forwards, it's an OG Wizard Tech 9 miracle needed in order to get himself into the clutch with ammo not going to be in his favor. The bomb has been planted, and they're eventually going to be getting on it, and he's got no way back down into the site.
Well, there we go. Mythic able to take up another round. I love the fact that they get bomb plan, though. That's going to be great for the money going forward. Lag, they're going to have that full buy up into this round. Of course, Mythic, they're right on the precipice. I'm putting us at 8-8.
Precipice,
I guess
nice.
all together.
Word.
It's a good word. I use it quite a bit. I suppose I have it today. That's a bit odd. But tactical pause coming through is very much needed.
They're out of it. Think they've run out of steam here?
I don't know. I would say never, never ever on anything here.
Never. Okay, so you're not. Oh, so now we're not saying anything.
Oh,
good.
Oh god, chat. You should have heard them after I said this. After I cast or curse Mythic, there that previous map. We get out of the map, get off of Endless Desk, and then they just immediately start yelling at me
Absolute bum.
for like probably 2 or 3 minutes. Just obscenity after obscenity.
All right, well that's not true, but either way.
Paladin and Tony are very mean.
Well, that is true. Unapologetically so as well. I'm sure I speak for Paladin just the same. No room for weakness in this industry. Yep.
Paladin's agreeing.
Said yes in all caps. So here we go into this one round away. It's an MP9 for Freak and Hate, and they're going to be playing up close and personal, side by side actually, on the top side of the HUD. Molly will flush the both out. Well placed one at least.
And alrighty. Well, minute on the clock now, or just about. We do see a couple of MP9s out on the field. Log with the M4s. No, I think they'll start to, I think they're going to execute over here towards this A site. I don't know if this is a great idea. There's quite a few players there to hold it down. Of course, the players towards Rep would have to rotate. They don't commit towards anything. They're not playing off of it quickly after the util. Hate's going to be able to go ahead and re-pick up the position. They're on the hut. They got to fake this. No, they're not. They're going for it. Next time to find out what. Of course, Hate does get a frag. We do see Nick X get out one, along with Freak getting a trade. Of course, Freak is all right. God! Coming up in a big way, leaves it all down to OG Wizard. And he's able to at least bring it down to a 1v1 up against Truck, but runs out of ammo.
Pressure's mounting, a little bit of intensity now, probably in the team speak, getting a little hot and heavy tied up CT side here. It's a great place for them to be, and they're going to know that much. They're going to have the easier time of getting a round or two they may need to break the backs of their opponent.
Yeah.
I'm not all too worried for Mythic right now. If I'm them, I'm probably feeling pretty good about this one.
Well, let's see. Which way will this go? It's 8-8. We're back in a tie, Tony. Back in a tie.
Like we never left.
Like we never left. Timing, it's gonna be decently slow. Don't like to overdo it.
Like a good set of pace. They've already gotten based really quickly down into lower area, though, and that's something that will come to worry me.
Oh,
I want to see where they and when they decide to activate him.
I mean, they've got to eventually. I mean, how long can they wait on this? But unfortunately there, Nick X dealt with along with Nix. Nix did get up one before he fell. Experative there for the trade on the Freakazoid. Leaves it down to a 1v3, but Based now just stuck out into no man's land. His position's known, but he's able to find out what. There's Truck Lover eliminated out, of course. Looks for a bit more Based. Searches for a frag, but can't find it. Time ticks down. 10 seconds on the clock. Ooh. Could he get plant? No. Ooh. It's close, man. Ah. It did not go down in time. I thought he might have gotten it for a second there.
There was a world. There might have been one. Love to dream up those sorts of scenarios.
Yeah.
Someday, maybe. I have a feeling we'll see some moments after in the wildcard game where we might see some crazy shenanigans, maybe some crazy clutches to go along with.
Well, as they go ahead and start to edge their way along, this is a bit of a Tech 9 type of round. Just pop out. Just pop out wrap or something. Pop out a site. Just do it. Just hit. No util. Just do it dry.
You want this done quick.
I want them to hit. I want to see them try it. Just like a little bit different. Come on, do it. Do it, Lag. You got this.
Do it, Lag. Do it. You've got this. You've got this.
You got this. I think
Words
they
of
might
encouragement.
They have a chance. Yeah, no, see, they're just executing out here. Having to find out first. Nick X good for one. That's able to picked up. Yep, no, they've got onto the site. They don't have plant yet, though. Truck Lover has edged his way up. Nick X, he's watching for it, but isn't ready. And yeah, they can plant, but that's it.
Plant is good.
Yeah.
This could be the way back in, maybe. With
Possibly.
the money then made. The money's there. Not sure what to think from then on, but money's always good.
It is. It is.
Greed is good. See what they decide to do with that greed.
Well, as we get going once again, full rifles to use. Lag. They're desperate to go ahead and bring themselves back into this.
They could. With this moment right here, starting to look more and more like a runaway.
Yeah.
A do-away with what has been Mythic really putting their best foot forwards on a map now that you can't really afford to let look loose against the Lag who have given you that in. So very close now. You can see the finish line and taste the victory. They need it.
Yeah, no, they do.
After what was a little bit of a heartbreak over on Anubis.
Playing it out incredibly slowly. It's costing them a bit of HP as we do see an HE go down. Truck Lover goes ahead, executes out one as Freakazoid finds a frag as well. We see Truck Lover just making quick work of players, leaving it all down to Nick X and Based. And do they know about Nick X? How was he able to fade into this position? What has happened? That is insane. Of course, he's the last man standing, but he's able to find out too, but no more than that. Hate goes and guns him down.
C'est la vie, such is life, such is the game of Counter-Strike now, as Mythic have pretty much sealed the deal. They stamped their one-way ticket home. The playoffs. Now that one step farther out of their reach. Or rather, their deeper run in it. Lag are going to have to go back to the drawing board, and Mythic are probably going to be feeling themselves about this. It's the kind of win that maybe we see them put up a decent enough fight up against your wild card, perhaps. I mean, maybe not a win. Let's not get crazy. I think that would be a little bit out of left field, but even so, maybe a map here or there. I mean, competition is the spirit of the game, and they're not looking all that flat. Not in this moment, at least.
Well, so they've gone ahead and seen the initial pick go that way of Mythic. Bit of Utah getting prepped up. We do see one that's faded all the way down all into that back B hall. They'll be able to go ahead and pull a bit of a rotate, but they're just going to force their way forward. Nick X grabs one, drops down. And now the position that of B is known. We see Truck very quick, all the rotate. Makes his way to rep. Bob's looking to go down silo. He's not going to be able to deny. And ooh, too far forward, but oh, I can't believe he finds base there.
Wow. Big wins, and Cooper's in. He's got the op, and he might have a timing onto a pick right here. He's just walking it up for the kill that he oh so very needs to get back into the plant with about 20 seconds left onto the timer. It's a slip in through the behind that Experitor thinks he's got the drop on them, but no.
Oh,
not enough.
Oh, gosh. You got too antsy.
Listen, I'm down for a good clutch as much as the next guy, but that one doesn't quite do it for us. Potentially the last round of this series here, Dugade. Potentially.
Yeah.
Finisher.
It could be. It could be. Of course, I'm not going to say too much just in case you guys yell at me. Yeah. Nick X is going to be able to find out one along with Spractive. Leaves it down into a 3v3. Like, keep themselves into this by the skin of their teeth outside, of course. Cooper looking for one wake for the smoke to fade. So I'm going to get a timing on those two. Uh-oh. And as we do see, hey, go ahead and fight on a frag. Leaves it down to the final two. Nick X and Nix, the two Nicks. Last two men standing, and there's Cooper for one. Of course, Nick X gets traded out while Nix finds out one, leaving it down to a 1v2. And bro, go check whatever that is, just in case, please. Well, as Nix does make his way up. He looks for one, gets timing on him, it gets tagged down to 35, his position now known. Of course, swinging through, we'll see, hey, finish it, and that will be Mythic. Going ahead and closing it all out at 13. Well done on them. They move on in the bracket, the invites. Able to beat out the Swiss stage team. Bit unfortunate for Lag, all things considered, but certainly well done by them. Of course, that is the end of that series. We'll be looking to see the winner of Wildcard and Final Four. Now play up against Mythic, coming up into the quarterfinals tomorrow. But, not quarterfinals tomorrow, but in 2 days' time, rather.